at the moment our game is very boring because we have to guess all the time the same word. So for that we are going to create a method which creates a list of words and then is going to choose a random word from that list. So we have to create a method called setRandomWord, and this is going to set a random word in our variable. Remember that at the moment we have one variable with the word, so we don't need the value of this, so we are just going to declare the variable, but we are not going to set any value on it, because the method setRandomWord will put a value to n word. Okay, and when do we need to call this method? We need to call this method after clearing the screen to set a random word and the first time that we open the game. So after on create. So how is this method? How are we going to do to get a list of words? Okay, so if you come to this web page, bestwordlist.com, and you search for 4-letter words, we have here a big list. We have here more than 5,000 words. So this will be a good thing to add in our application, and it will be very entertaining to try to guess all of them. So if you copy this list, in our application, so we are going to create a string here, a string words equals, leave this empty for now, add the speech mark, add the semicolon to finish the line, and now click on the middle of the speech mark and paste the content. That way we have a very long string with all the words. So how do we use this? Now is the important part. Know that every word is separate to a blank space. So I'm going to introduce now the array. This is an array in Java. We are going to talk first about what is an array. An array in Java is just a container object. So as you can see here, this is the structure that an array has. It's a list of elements, and every position on the array, it has an index. So you can always request one element knowing the index. So we will have one array of words. So one word will be here, the second word will be in the second position. It's going to be like that. And to choose a random word, we will just generate a random index, and we will tell to the array, give me the element at position 8, for example. So that is how it's going to work. So first we need to put all of these words inside an array. How can I do that? The class string has one method which is a split. What is going to do a split? A split is going to split our string by any regular expression, as you can see here. So I'm going to say that I want to split my string words with a blank space. So then this is going to split like this, and every element is going to be put in an array. So at the end, a split will return one array with every element split. Okay, let's debug here to see that everything is working fine. I am going to put a log here to see that the length of the array is okay, and see that we are doing everything fine. The length is just how many elements does it has. So for that I'm going to print array_words.length. Okay, so let's see. Also I'm going to add a debug point here to show you who is the array inside. What we are doing at the moment is going to be check that the array has been created okay and it has all these values inside, and also we are going to check that the length of the array is fine, that it's not 0. So okay, now we can see the log. We can see that the array length is 5000, is the same length as the word that we have introduced, so that is fine. And now if we debug, we will see the structure of the array internally. So let's debug. Okay, here we are. We have one array. This is, remember the variables that we can see. We have one string words with all of words, and then we have one array called array words. And as we can see here, this is the array. On the position 0, we have the first word. On the position 1, we have the second word. So like this to 5000. So as you can see, we have split this by the blank space, but we couldn't have used any other thing to split the array. Okay, now we just have to choose a random word to display it on the screen.